Hi. Hi. I wanted to open up like really happy. Oh yeah. How are you guys doing? Okay, yeah, look up at the camera care. This is how are you today? I'm good. I actually posted a live show already on Facebook and I did it on YouTube and I keep trying to rework it just to see how there's just it's not as easy as just turning it on live. I mean, some people would say that, but figuring out all the ins and outs of this whole live thing, it's fun and it's crazy too. So, how are you today? How's that free floating anxiety? Do you feel that? I know I do. Oh, today's show brought to you by Let's Go For It. Let's go for it. All right, Maxwell House. You know, and I know that it's the best coffee because it's a great price point and it's not bitter. Now, they're not paying me to say this. I just love it. And you can tell I've had a bunch. All good there. So, okay, back. See, this is what I'm trying to like. I want to get smooth, guys. So free floating anxiety, if you've had it, if you know what it is, then you know what it is. What is it? Do you constantly feel on edge? Let me do this. On edge and you don't even know why. You don't know why you feel on edge, right? It's just there. It's hanging, free floating. It just and some people, my God, they do not feel this. And I don't know what that means about that person. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? But the oversensitive type, and I know I am one. I just am. That's how I'm built. That's how I'm wired. Maybe you're wired like that too. So, you know what I realized too? Hang on. I know this is it, like an ADD. Maybe she's got that. My jaw is very crooked. I notice that when I talk, there's that, and that is, I can actually feel it. I can actually feel my jaw clicking and it's off. So anyway, I just thought do you have this? Is this a thing? Is this maybe why I get headaches or whatever? But yeah, I noticed that when I look back at the videos, I'm like, you're crooked. Your face is freaking crooked. Okay. Back to free floating anxiety, which, whatever. How do you deal with it? Well, here's the thing about that. I was dealing with it very badly for many years. Okay. So this is me, full disclosure about how I've been dealing with this free floating anxiety. Um, and I tackled it. I did tackle it. This is, again, this is me bearing my soul, guys. If you want to hear me out, just listen. I was covering up pain for years. Not every day, not all day, but I think you know what I'm saying. I was numbing it with other things other than water. How's that? And it's not because I'm afraid to say it, but I'm still at the point where it's like, oh God. So and then I decided to enough was enough, and then it was great. It was really great. It's a lifestyle change. And I thought I had it under control. I did because I mean, honestly, that's the thing with this sneaky, cunning little devil that it is. Any kind of thing that numbs you, anything, whatever you're doing. Maybe you are not doing anything. Maybe it's never even been an issue with you. But it's cunning the way it can sneak up on you and surprise you out of nowhere. You can be on top of the world and then you're not, and then something happens. So for instance, on Thursday, it was the day before Remembrance Day, and I thought I saw somebody. I just put it this way, somebody passed away in my life, okay, but I didn't find out till like the next day, because the day before I thought I had seen this person. I literally thought I had seen this person in the flesh, and they were looking at me. And I said, "It's impossible. This person doesn't even live here." Okay. I was at a meeting. Okay. And I kept staring and staring and staring and looking away and staring, going, that's him. That is him. That is him. That is him. I can't believe it. This person is right there. And then sure enough, I find out that he passed away that very day. That very day. Did I see him? What was that? And it should have enlightened me. It should have enlightened me like, wow, but it wasn't. We left on very bad terms actually. And so I don't know what that was about, but my God, that derailed me. And it's not an excuse, but it really did. And yeah, I didn't handle it really well. Oh my God, I'm not supposed to cry. I'm not supposed to cry, but I screwed up. And and more importantly, I let myself down, but I let other people down too. I'm sorry. I have to stop this. Or do I have to stop it? Or do I have to stop it? Do I have to stop it at all? Because it's real, right? My God. I let myself down and I let a very important person in my life down. Besides me, right? I mean, we got to look out for ourselves because it's all about health. But so let me get back on track though, okay? Apart from like this is not me feeling sorry for myself. Okay, that is not it. I just feel very bad that I was weak. That it sucks and I realize that I'm not a superhero when it comes to any kind of numbing tool. I know you're saying, Carrie, just say it. Just say it. Well, okay. I mean, booze and I do not work. We just don't. We do not work. We never have. We never will again. We just won't. And that is something that I had to admit. And I admitted defeat. And that's defeat. So there's that. Whew. Actually, I feel better just saying it. Okay. So where do I go from here though? That's the thing. Where do I go from here? On the right trajectory for 6-7 weeks. And then I wasn't. And it wasn't it wasn't a crazy night. It was nothing like that, but it was something. And I don't know why I went so dark. And so now I know that I cannot deal with I actually can't. I can't do this. I'm not that strong. I'm not as strong as I thought. But I am strong. But I was pretty much convinced I had everything was going to be great. I had it all under control. And then I was tested. And I failed. So back in the saddle, guys. And I want to put it out there that on Friday nights, I'm going to do a show and it's going to be called Sober Doesn't Suck. That's the name. It's because it's the only one I could think of because at the time I feel like I'm starting over, but I'm not. I instead of starting brand new, like starting over from day one, I blipped. But the Sober Doesn't Suck show live. And I mean, if it's just one of you watching or joining, that's all I want to put it out there that there's a place to come on Friday nights. We can all hang out and we can talk about stuff. And we can talk about maybe our struggles. We can talk about what we've been going through or what we've done to help help ourselves or how it affected our families or how it affected anything. Just talk about living in this kind of light, this sober living light where it's not that bad and it doesn't suck. And we are human and we will make mistakes. But it is actually up to us to not make them anymore. And you know, in AA, they talk about giving into a higher power. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. And so was I. I was like, higher power, like God? Like, what do you mean? Like, and it's not like I'm anti-God. Of course not. But I just thought that's just too much. That's just too much. And church and me as a kid just didn't get along. I just hated it. But I understand now what it's about. It's literally about having somebody hold your hand a bit and say, listen, you can't do this alone. You're going to need some help and call it God, call it whatever you want. It's somebody, a higher power, greater power. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I didn't realize how bad I needed somebody to hold my hand a little bit because that's no physical human being is going to do that. They're not going to. They will not be there to hold your hand. It's awful for them to be there and babysit you. And I don't want that at all. It's on me. And I'll talk to the higher power, the greater power instead, because he's never offended by he's going to just be there to hold my hand. So how's that big matzo ball for you? It is. It's a huge matzo ball to admit that you can't handle things sometimes. This is it's scary. So do you have any problems? Do you have any substance issues? Do you have any addiction issues of any kind? I mean, whether it's food or booze or drugs or whatever. Porn. I don't want to get it. I mean, I don't even know. But there's addictions. There's so many addictions, right? There's addictions to addictions. I don't know. I just made that up. But so we can all get together though, what I'm saying on Friday nights. And even if you are still not even ready to give up what ails you, and you're still happy with it, well, we could still have fun. You could still have fun, and we could talk about it. Maybe you could just watch and then come in and join, and then maybe learn something and go, hey, maybe that is me. Or maybe I want to find a group that I can connect with every Friday night. That's a big party, like Party in My Kitchen, guys, and you're invited. So I was going to do a show about something else. I mean, I was going to add all these pictures. I had my Christmas tree. Now, let me see here. Green bananas, Christmas tree. That's the tree I made. Oh, let's see here. I just slurped my snot. That's disgusting. Okay. So that's the tree. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I think you can see all my email stuff. I better take that down. I'm gone. All right, guys. All right. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna make it back to me. Okay, so that's I'm gonna say goodbye now. Thanks for letting me tell you that, and I hope to see you on Friday night and even tomorrow. I'm gonna be back every morning. This is part of I think getting together and talking about all this stuff is really important. I didn't know that this was the direction the show would be in. But it is going that way. It is, because I do believe that we're getting into some dark months, dark times, and Christmas, as fun as it is, it can be real hell for people with any kind of substance or any kind of any addiction or any kind of anything that takes them out of themselves. And it's very hard to, the holidays are particularly hard. So I will talk to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. And sorry for crying, but it's life. Okay, guys. Bye. Okay. And this is when I do a end broadcast, and then it still doesn't end. So I keep talking. And then I do this. There we go.